Literacy Through the Arts began in 2003 as a summer lunch program for children in need in the community. And it didn't take us very long to realize that the children needed a whole lot more. We want to provide a summer experience for children that they could receive in the inner city as high a quality as the programs that they would receive anywhere in the county or for that matter in the state. And slowly through the years we've added more disciplines as we've gone along. We now have a very high quality program of music and arts and reading Monday through Friday for 6 weeks.
The kids have a really good time. They get to improvise, they get to perform. It teaches them how to work together. They're able to really do some nice performances and feel very successful with the instrument. So it's been a really positive thing.
But I know that this is more of a concentrated focus, so there's a lot more time to be individual on kids and be able to positively impact their lives.
As time went on, they also became reading counselors and reading mentors to the other children. What I see happening as a result of that is my children have become very caring individuals, and they are always willing to reach back and help other children and other teens. I attribute a lot of that to the Literacy Through the Arts experience.
My grandkids are in the program because it's something they wanted to do. They love it. Every year they've been coming.
My nieces and nephews and my son, they absolutely love the program. They look forward to coming every day. They're up, they're ready to go, they're dressed, and they cannot wait.
It's really exciting to be here summer after summer and see some of the same students that we've had previously and watch them grow and see what you've taught them in previous summers come back to them.
It's also cool to see the kids grow up in it. One of the helpers on our class, Samuel, he was a little kid like 4 years ago in my class, and he was always really good, and it's cool to see how he grew up and became such a leader.
My daughter actually is the one who found out about the program. She was doing some volunteer work tutoring with Mrs. Perry, our founder of the program. And Mrs. Perry has a great love for the children, and it's just exemplified. You see it throughout all the staff. They're very loving. They care about the children. I love that about the program.
Literacy Through the Arts. My son has been there for 2 years. This current school year, he was in the 3rd grade, and he actually scored the highest in his class on the Ohio State test. And I do believe it is because of the added support from the summer program with Literacy Through the Arts.
The program has enriched my grandchildren's experience through their reading has increased, and the art, the music, all of it has really increased them a lot. I noticed also with my grandson, he's a 5th grader now, and the last 2 years his grades have improved a lot.
They're in the program because I want them to continue to stay, enriched academically with reading and music. Studies suggest that children tend to fall back 2 or 3 reading levels during the summer months, and the fact that this program combines reading and music is just a double plus.
The teaching they get there and then here is a difference, and again, that kind of helps them keep them going. Whereas, what they've learned in school, it will carry on during the summer.
As music teachers in school, we may get to see our students once a week. Here you get to see them for 4 days in a row, 50 minutes. So you really do get a chance to accomplish more than you might be able to do an entire school year, if you really look at the time that you're spending with each individual child.
But when we have them practice individually while we walk around and help them, we'll go over and say, hey, Darren, how's it going? And he'll be like, it's okay, it's not good yet, but it will be. So it's really great to hear a not yet versus a no.
My son has really enjoyed the musical piece. He has played the trombone and the violin. Every day he comes home, he has to share what he's read, what type of artwork they've done.
With ORF, it's made up of three main components, which is movement, singing, and instruments. And so, like, some of them will be really strong and feel really good about one area, but maybe not as in another. So with ORF specifically, because they're working with those three different parts constantly, you can watch them build skills in all areas. So they transfer knowledge with one ostinato from movement and body percussion into the instruments and vocalization. So it's really interesting to see them get excited and watch their skills actively build while they're using something they're already good at.
In the 5th grade, when they see the other students enjoying it and what they remember, they really want to challenge themselves to as high of a standard so they can play just as well as the people that have been playing before.
And I think the adaptability of this program is sweet too, because a kid may not like this, so we are able to put him on, let's say he wasn't liking the xylophone, so we were able to put him on drums, and we found out, this kid's got really good timing and stuff like that. And it's cool to be able to not have to stick exactly to a set, you can't deviate from this. To be able to, bring out somebody's God-given talent and be able to, hone in on the stuff that they more enjoy.
The program enriches my children's educational experience by exposing them to different forms of music, different forms of instruments that they probably would never even had a chance to touch in their life. So I'm very grateful for them to be a part of this program.
I like the fact that it's very diverse in a lot of the experiences that they have, not just with the music and reading, but also I love how there's not just reading, there's not just music, there's also what the kids would consider fun stuff. They get to play, they get to meet other children from all around the city. It's awesome. I really think it's a wonderful experience.
When it comes to poetry, they do assume that they can't write poetry, that poetry is very difficult because it's hard, and all the poetry they've ever seen is very complicated poetry. But when we show them that there are simpler poems, and then they see what they can do, they realize, okay, just because this is a higher level doesn't mean I can't do it.
Basically, our focus is to improve the health and literacy of children, especially underserved parts of Cleveland, and we do that through writing and soccer. And we try to combine the two of them to basically develop a well-rounded child.
While we are an arts academy, we also realize the very important addition that we have now in the camp of physical activity, which is so important to the growth of the children. So we now have soccer, dance, and movement for the younger children. The children learn how to play instruments, they learn to sing, they learn to dance, they learn to perform.
My youngest son, who is now a staff person and counselor in the program, he also struggled in school when he was maybe about in 3rd grade, and after a summer at camp, he really came back with a whole new perspective the next year, and he did very well. And so I think that he's developed a love for reading after a summer in camp.
One thing that was cool today was so I've been teaching the kids this little I don't know, motif, but it's set to a popular song, and then so they played the popular song. She said, "See if you can find what we've been playing in this song." And then the one kid, he would sit there, and I thought he was frozen because he was like this. Then he goes, "Oh, I hear it." And so that part was cool to see him actually, see the brain working and see the music actually hit him.
But it's nothing like having scores or someone to sit down with you and go over these things with you, or a music program where every day you're reading notes, holding a violin, or playing in the band, doing hip-hop dance or cello, or this is every day, and the children really need that.
For myself, as a parent with several children, it's awesome to find a camp experience that's affordable, and with the experience with the music and the reading and so forth. It was just an awesome experience. My children loved it. They look forward to it every day.
The success of this program is really because of the teachers that we're able to get, being the highest quality you'll ever find anywhere, and yet they are very in tune to our mission and want to help each and every child that comes to us. We never want to turn a child away, whether they can pay or not. Some of them can't even pay the $10 fee for the registration that we charge. So we scholarship as many as we're able, or as many as really need it. But we just feel that it's very necessary to make it affordable for everybody who comes to us.
Honestly, I would have never been able to do this had it not been so affordable. I'm a mom of 4, and I have 9 other nieces and nephews that are in the program, and there's no way neither one of my brothers or sisters could have been able to afford private lessons. And the fact that they make it so affordable for us, I want to continue to do it every summer and expose them to the violin, clarinet, and orff. This is a blessing from God when I think about, because they could be in trouble. So I'm very blessed.
I had a young man that just had us laughing because he said, "This really starting to sound like music." At first it is a little difficult on the strings because it sounds like one string rubbing against the other, and then all of a sudden, after a couple of weeks, he said, "This sounds like music," because he's suddenly hearing a song.
Every year it's been the same. Are we gonna start? Are we going? Are we going? Yes, you are.